Dude, hopefully that didn't just play. Hopefully the stream didn't start until I turned that down, because that was loud. Should be good now. Jeez. Yo, 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 yo. How we doing, boys? We on sub only? Thought I turned that off. Customize anyone. There you go. How was life? Fantastic, buddy. How about you? Blame it on the liquor. Blame it on the liquor. Yo, Valley, what's up, buddy? Starting to get unlimited slowly? I'm telling you, brother, once you get used to it, it's smooth sailing. Dude, we need to come up with another challenge for ourselves. What do we do? What happened last year at the end? The storm took out our connection. But we didn't die. Alright, how much can you list these for? 400? So I think I'll just buy out almost 3086 exchanges. Can you give us filter? Filter for what, buddy? Blame it on the nigga. How you guys doing today? Welcome. Dude, the number we've packed is way over 125 now. We're at like 136. I packed the crap ton off stream. To make coins bid, we just made 500 plus thousand coins just doing League SBCs for profit. That's been the thing I've been doing. You can look at the price of a like an 86, an 87, 88, 89 and bid less. Easy coins. They're 1,000 plus, bid 750 to 800. I don't know how much they're going for right now. I've been all in on League SBCs, so I haven't really seen. Alright, time for packs, boys. Wait, what 500k? We went from 975,000 coins starting Sunday night. We did 100 League SBC run-throughs and saved all the tradable packs. And then yesterday on stream, for 2 hours, we did nothing but open all the tradable packs from League SBCs. Only got one promo card pull that was like 14 or 11k that we quick sold. Everything else was basically quick selling and selling consumables. We made over 500,000 coins. Or we made over 400,000 coins. We're going to be well over 500,000 by the time I sell everything. Can you show us a good filter that works? I just gave you the price range. I don't know what prices are, so I can't tell you. Imagine we win that. I would look at how much 86s are going for. I have no clue though. Someone want to look at FUT GG? Mid bid 700, max bid 750. Yeah, that's exactly what we use. Yeah, I have no idea how much 86s are. Well, I need to start doing that. I would just do them slowly over time with the untradables you get from exchanges for the gold rare libs. Because right now, I don't know if Acuna dropped. Acuna was like 5k earlier, man. Y'all really got on that after I showed you how good it was. Can't seem to win everything above 86, sometimes 87. Yeah, lots of competition, man. Packed 80 on Smith in a tradable 5K pack. W. Alright, so what should our next challenge be, boys? We've done unlimited packs. We built up over 1,000 crafting upgrades again. I could take that to 0 and build them up to 1,000 again. We've done 100 League SBC runs for over 400k profit, rise into 500k plus. Will we continue to do League SBCs? Yeah, but I'm mainly going to just club stock the one club in silver, libs, and suds. And then I'll just, with the untradeable gold rares, do it over time. If Acuna Ledesma Coates drop back down in price, I might just put a bunch on my transfer list. But I'm not spending like 4 to 5k on each one. Should we club stock as many cards as possible today? Get rid of all my dupe storage as well, and get to the point where we have basically every gold card and then every dupe storage spot filled, and then try to make, what's the most player picks we could make with that? 100 plus maybe? Kuna's down again? What is he down to? He's 2.4k? Ooh. I still might pass. If you guys want to pick him up again. Dude, he was like 4 to 5k when I saw. I must have got in at the worst time. Sometimes I wish you could take a look at my account and give me advice, Reed, because I now have 42 exchange packs. So it seems like you're building them up. What are you struggling with? Who snitched? I mean, we did a whole live stream where we just made pure profit off of them. So I'm assuming more and more people picked up on the beauties. However, I will say, you guys want coins? I bet. I'm not going to say anything out loud. You can look at my screen if you want. I'm not going to say a single word. Rip. Think exchanges will instantly refresh? I would assume so. I don't know why they wouldn't. Question is, are we going to get more stuff? Or are they going to change anything? Imagine we're all wrong and they just take it away completely. It's done. You're done for the rest of the promo. Submitted all my fodder and I'm almost out of 77 fives. Medi. Is this on top of doing all your dailies, Timon? Have you done all the daily bronze, silver, gold? Like 10 to 15 of the daily grind packs as well? Along with the, I don't know, like the 87 plus player pick. Maybe 84 10s. Hey, buddy, how are you? I'm doing fantastic. Not yet today? Okay, so if you're complaining about not having additional packs and you're not doing the additional packs, I would do the additional packs. That would be like step number 1. AKA, if you watch the video, which is pinned in chat, literally step number 1. Start with this and build up. Or are you purposely trying to be as like resourceful as possible with the packs you have and seeing how far they recycle? Oh, you're doing League SBCs now? Gotcha. Do you see the Ibra icon? That Ibra is going to be an icon next year? Yes, I'm super excited. What's your best pull up to now? Bro, I've seen the two Rodgers. Yeah, the two Rodgers are the best pulls. Unless we get Dino today, I don't think we're topping that. So don't want to waste my silvers. I mean, you could use off-league silvers. But if you're doing League SBC runs, you'd also get League SBC cards from the dailies as well. So that'd make the League SBCs even cheaper. Been soft banned for 8 hours. Ripperoni. Yeah, you can always filter them out on build tools. True. So true. You admit something to you, Mumbo? Let's hear it. What's up? Ibra, Marcelo, Khan, Cruz, Totti, Chiellini, so many new icons. Dude, you know what's wild? I don't feel extremely old, but seeing players that I watched growing up play football now get icon cards really blows my mind. Gluck, hope you pack him, bro. You deserve it with the grind you've put in. Thank you, man. Wonder if in-game he'll have the man bun from his PSG days. I'm sure they'll give him some sort of good hair like that. Or at least I hope so. I'm at 1,189 crafting packs. I'm only at 1,066. I've stopped doing the dailies. So I'm missing out on more there. I could build out more League SCCs too. I just don't know what to do anymore. I think today we go for 100 player picks. But you can only see, what, 50 at a time? So I wouldn't know if I'm getting close to 1,000, right? I might have to quit gaming soon, like in the next couple of years. And the reason is I'm 20, yet I've never been on a date before. I think I'm slacking. Don't use something you enjoy. Don't use something that you enjoy, like video games, to completely give it up because you think you're falling behind in maybe the area of dating. If it's something that's heavily taking a lot of time away from areas like that, maybe that's something you start asking yourself and say, hey, how's my social life versus like my enjoying gaming and chilling, relaxing? What's the like balance in that? If you feel it's too heavy one direction, you don't necessarily have to completely remove it to get the result you're going after. But don't think just taking away video games is automatically going to get you in a healthy, long-term relationship. Why did they change how picks are opened? Are you talking about this year, or did they change something with these new picks we got? Surely they won't give tradable packs for an exchange? Bro, I would be genuinely pissed if they gave us multiple squads for an exchange, even if it was tradable packs, because you'd be able to do like half the exchanges due to SBC bans. Been grinding this, and what I've noticed is if you keep putting the high rate of 80... from the high rate of 89, 90s to lower 2 packs, and my stash will eventually disappear. All I'm left with is a few shapeshifters, etc. Well, my question to you is then, what are you turning your packs into, buddy? If you're just turning packs into another pack, and it's not in a super effective way to keep making more packs, you'll eventually run out. Are you making them into liquid coins at all by adding League SBCs in? Are you doing any like icon hero PPs? Are you doing crafting upgrades over player picks? I asked on a date and forgot the text. Back because I needed to do my dailies, and it was. And then I got stuck on the menus. Hey, we've all been there, man. Let's see. I do, yes. I just don't really communicate with anyone not outside anyways. Like, I'm not getting any younger, unfortunately. Well, what's like your... when you're not playing video games, do you have like a group of friends you hang out with? Do you have like a football club you play for? Do you have a church you go to? Where's like your social setting, I guess? Or do you not have one? Because honestly, I find that's like the easiest way to just not only meet people in general, but also can be super nice for dating as well. If we gave Iran and Israel unlimited libs and sud rares, would they ceasefire? I heard Foot Sheriff leaked it. He said there's going to be a ceasefire once we get 90 plus exchanges. So keep that in mind. So I've been 6 PPs and got 5 exchange players. W. Yeah, not really. I can't really do anything. I didn't have Crohn's. I would go out, but I ain't properly gone out since 2022. Crohn's disease, right? Yeah. So, I don't know too much about it. I just looked it up. What's the... Yeah, probably makes it really hard to be anywhere for an extended period of time. Current promo exchange would be sick. Oh, like a promo card, regardless of the rating, maybe, from the exchange for, like, some different pack. Dude, why is my news anchor posting on LinkedIn? And why is he in my network? What? What's going on? Why did I get notified for it? NASCAR Heat 26. 26? What? Is this like a new game? Had since I was 16, I was barely able to go to school in constant pain most days a week. That sucks, bud. I'm sorry. Is there any, like... Unblock me? You're not blocked, brother. I'm literally reading your comment. Is there any... I don't know if cure to Crohn's disease is a thing. But is there anything that, like, helps dramatically? Mumbo, is it exchange into 82 PPs or crafting better? I'm an infinitely bigger fan of crafting regardless of what kind of player pick is out. I think doing both can be a really good grind, though. I don't think it has to be a one or the other. If you're looking for unlimited and you really need to build up, crafting is going to be a huge help for that. But only 5 for an 82 player pick is also better than last week's, so you can try your luck with both of them. I'm probably going to do player picks today and just chill and vibe with you guys. Seems like the kind of stream today. Yo, Daniel, thank you for the sub, buddy. When I exit out, I sent it to you. I see your message is fine. No, there isn't a cure, but you can take medication. But for me, it doesn't help. The reason I had Crohn's was because I got overdosed when I was 6. I think I remember you talking about this too, bud, at some point. I think you shared it briefly. I mean, like, do you want a realistic answer? Or are you just kind of sharing? Are you trying to ask for advice, or? Because I don't want to put myself where you don't want me. Is FC official 26 official reveal trailer tomorrow? I have no idea. Bit of both if you don't mind, buddy. Well, my thing, regardless of what people struggle with, because obviously everyone has their own struggles, and I can't say I know what it's like to have Crohn's disease. But what I will say is I think you're doing yourself a disservice if you let Crohn's disease dictate your life, in the sense of you don't put yourself out there to do things you want to do, regardless of the Crohn's disease. It can make it more difficult. It might mean you do some stuff and you have a little bit of pain. But I guess my question is, what's going to hurt more? Putting yourself in situations where, I don't know, you're trying to go out and meet people, go on dates, get in these situations, or have the pain of the regret of staying home and not trying anything and having the years just tick on. And it can be a balance of the two, right? Because you were talking about video games before. It doesn't have to be something you give up completely. But what I would encourage you and challenge you to do, encouragement number one, is the fact you're even thinking about it means it's probably a big deal to you. And I appreciate you feeling comfortable enough to share that with us. But I guess the question and the challenge I have for you is, like, what does that look like realistically in terms of a next step? Does that look like if you're playing video games after your school day or work? I don't know exactly what it is you're doing right now. Are you playing then video games for 3 to 4 hours and then going to bed? Could that be 2 hours instead? And then you do 1 hour of hanging out with your mates outside. And if you're in pain, you just call it quits and you go home. I think the pain of regret is worse. I don't want to, like, not get a girlfriend until I'm 30. You said tomorrow morning to me earlier. I did? I told you when a reveal trailer was, brother? I don't even know anything about a reveal trailer. I think you got the wrong person. Love how we're having a deep talk, and then in the background it's just do. You did? Brother, who are you talking to? I didn't even know anything about a trailer. What do you mean? Are you messaging a different MumboElite? You don't really think if this helps. I'm only 17 and don't know your situation, but after COVID, I got left with everyone in friend groups and didn't really socialize. I was almost only doing things with my family. Yeah, COVID's the closest I can relate to that, where it just felt like I went from having a social group and people I'd hang out with, people I'd see consistently, like, throughout the week that I look forward to, and then completely losing that made me feel extremely isolated. But I was lucky enough to kind of, like, have those still groups after kind of COVID restrictions and stuff were wrapping up that I could go back to. If you're going from that to not really having anything, my advice there would be, okay, realistically, do you have, like, an interest, a hobby, or something that you feel like would be easy to, like, be in a like-minded space with people? Like, for me, it's really easy when it comes to my faith. I'm a Christian, so, like, for me, finding a church that not only did I enjoy going to, but had, like, a Bible study where I could get to know people at a deeper level, hang out with them outside of church on a Sunday, really helped me kind of get a bunch of friends with that similar lifestyle, kind of views on stuff, interests. Like, think of this too. Why are you in this stream? You're most likely in this stream because you have an interest, at least a few months of the year, for this horrific game. And then probably another part of you stays for this community. So what drove you to find people in this community would probably be the thing that drives you to find people in real life too. I forced myself to get out there and do things that didn't really feel confident in. But by doing that, I made multiple new friend groups and really helped. Yeah, and it's going to be uncomfortable at first, too. Like, fitness is that way. I bet most people relate to that with some form of fitness. Like, going to the gym and weightlifting is like the perfect example of it. When you first start weightlifting, most people not only struggle with it, it hurts. Your body is literally breaking itself down to build itself up stronger. But, like, through the process of doing that, you get used to kind of that pain and turning it to something even bigger than it was before. And then most people, once they've done that enough, their body gets used to it and they really enjoy that process. Well, make an FC26 concept official reveal trailer. So for a reveal trailer that I knew nothing about, definitely didn't message you, but you think I did. You now want me to make a reveal trailer for it? What? Same, like most people at my school when I was 17. I couldn't do anything because most of the time my friends had COVID a lot. I would know. I've had it 3 times in 6 months. Dang. Going on a walk saying good morning to people you pass is a good start. Dude, honestly, having conversations with people that you're just in passing and you might never see again, or just like little things like saying hey can help. But like honestly too, any sort of conversation or like thing you're looking to do, if you go into it with like zero expectations of like what you want to get out of it, and you just get in the habit of doing it, it will come so naturally to you, man. I think where a lot of people kind of like trap themselves in is like you put yourself in the mindset of like, oh, I need to do this, therefore everything has to be structured and you have to have the right thing to say. Nah, sometimes you say the most random thing and it leads to something good. Oh, I see what's happening. Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense now. You're self-promoting. I had Crohn's that developed into colon cancer, and in that time I met my girlfriend. She stood with me through it. Disease can make you feel lonely and hopeless. Reach out and explore your faith. Amen, brother. Yo, what are the odds of that, though, man? Dude struggling with Crohn's is getting advice from another guy who had Crohn's disease. That's crazy. We got like 30 people in here, too. It's not like there's like thousands. Jeez. True, Akeem. Facts. I didn't know that a bunch of fanatic lib traders could hold such emotional, intelligent conversations. I literally just could imagine someone clicking into the stream, hearing some like really deep conversation going on, and all they're thinking is, brother, I just want to know how I can make coins on a lib card. Both meant to be here. God works in amazing ways. So true, man. Dude, the amount of times, like, I feel like people were just, like, in my life in a specific moment, or, like, things were said at a very specific time where it, like, gave the exact answer I needed to hear. Crazy how things like that work. Kim, I know I'm a random stranger on the internet, and I want you to know that I'm proud of you. Oh. Dude, y'all are going to get me emotional. Where's grinding packs over here? Can't have me tear it up. What did you pack so far from exchanges? Today? Nothing so far today. Best thing from exchanges is Rodri. Best thing from crafting upgrades is Rodri. We got one in each. Real community, baby. Yes, sir. Do you think someone grinding Foot Champs gameplay could have these conversations while they're sweating out FIFA games? Nah, man. It's the menu grinders that are able to do this. Think about that. Next time you complain about me not playing gameplay. But no, like, genuine thing, too. Like, not to get super, super deep. But, like, anytime someone comes in and they're like, yo, Mumbo, I appreciate the streams, man. Love them. I love the community. I wish you had more subs. I wish you had more viewers. I wish you had more of this. I wish you had more of that. I don't think people realize how blessed I am, one, to have what we have right here to begin with. I wouldn't change that for the world. But it's like, think of the logical kind of outcome if this stream had like 10,000 people in it. Like, you probably couldn't have these one-on-one conversations like this. Sure, you can like read chat to a certain extent. If there's like a donation, you can have a conversation about a message. But like, there's something in this that is just really beautiful, man. Alright, I don't know how big of groups I'm going to make. I'm just going to make player picks to clear, open exchanges, and keep going through these. Herburger, baby. Mumbo streams have healed me. Mumbo's saying this while he's playing shit. Dude, imagine having like a deep conversation. Something like very difficult to talk about, and then this in the same breath you're having that sentence being said, someone's screaming about Foot Champs. It's like, hey man, I know it's hard, but sometimes in life we got to do hard things. As you concede like the 15th sweat goal, I just passed Acuna. We just passed Acuna. What am I doing, man? Mega's the one playing champs. Hey, we got one. Cold 137. Or are you back in 87, Vinny? That can happen too. Give me my Vinnies. Dude, that clip from yesterday was extremely cringe. And put it in 0.25 speed was wild. Absolutely wild. So what I will try today, I'm going to do, instead of Team of the Week packs, I'm going to put all my 84 and under golds into player picks today. Imagine like YouTube do this thing where you can make like a voice, not you, hear it, and someone just rages. Imagine like YouTube do this thing where you can make like a voice. Voice not. And you hear it. And someone just rages. I don't think I understand, bud. Unless I'm reading that wrong. I have like 48 4-8 cards in my dupe exchanges. But don't really know where to put it. I would do 83s and 84s into Team of the Week packs generally. But like as you see me doing here, I'm just clearing a bunch of my storage as well. I'm just going to chuck them into player picks or Team of the Weeks. Oh, so it's basically like a clip. It's a voice note? Gotcha. You're doing a Team of the Week collection book? See, I like doing that, and I like the idea of it until it comes making hundreds of exchange packs. then it's like, I want to do that. Twitch was weird yesterday. Dude. What was the comment that dude said on Twitch? Cayman, first comment on Twitch. What was it again? Dude, I've had some crazy questions asked. I should talk or something? Yeah, I don't know. I don't need them anyway. If I need higher cards, I'll just buy 86s. True, man. Wait, so let's do some math. With the 500k we've made from League SBCs, how many 86 exchanges could I make right now with that 500k? Just the pure profit. Because I guess that's another way you could look at it in terms of... Wait a second. Wait a second. W. Got another one. In my head, I'm now thinking, if you're doing League SBCs for profit, and you wanted to reinvest some of those coins back into more exchanges, the 81 times 20 would be nice for the 86s because of their value, obviously. But I think in the process of doing League SBCs in the normal grind, the 75 times 20, the 85 exchange packs, are going to be super useful because you get way less dupes. You get a lot of stuff that will be put into League SBCs on the lower end. Well, serious, thank you guys for the help. I'll definitely consider it. You guys are absolutely amazing human beings. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for opening up, Matt. We appreciate you, dude. Yeah, keep me updated, bro. I'd love to hear, like, what happens or what you choose to do. It goes for, like, all you guys. If you guys have life stuff going on, you guys ever want to talk about it, or you have some cool thing that happened, you got a promotion, you finished school. Like, we have some people that just finished up their exams and they don't know what college they're going to go to yet, or uni, whatever you guys call it in Europe. That's awesome, man. 800? I win most of them for around 700 and 750? Probably, then. That's crazy. You can buy 625 at 800, approximately 157 of those packs. Jeez. What are League SBCs? League SBCs used to be called League SBCs. It's now the Premium Mixed League Upgrade. So the packs that are Prem La Liga, Bundesliga Serie A, League One, Eredivisie, and Lib and Sun. Yeah, 85s would be super easy to get on bid too, and you don't necessarily need to flip them. It's a squad building challenge. So we got 2 promo cards so far out of, like, what, 15? Ooh, Harry Kane, low key. I'm enjoying these a little more than the Team of the Week packs at the moment. We'll see if it stays like this, man. I will say the one nice thing about player picks is if you get a lot of non-League SBC cards, you put them into this and you can choose a League SBC card from it. It can help you clear some of the stuff you don't need and give you some of the stuff you need as well. Means a lot. You take time out of your day just to let people know they matter. Honestly, it's just incredible. It truly is, man. Love people like that. It's not even just a me thing. I'd say you guys thing too. It's all of us. I feel like we were listing names yesterday of all the quote unquote OGs, like people who've been here for 3, 4, 5 years of us grinding the games that have come out. And, like, people are bringing up names, and it brings back these memories of just them chilling in chat, having similar conversations with us. It's like, oh, yeah, you truly do appreciate these people. And then it's like you don't see someone for a while. It's like, oh, you wonder what they're up to. So it's like one of the best examples who comes in like once every 6 months, usually during like Team of the Year and Team of the Season, is Kage. Kage used to be one of our biggest moderators. He would be, during COVID, he was in every second of every stream. We'd do like the 30-minute countdown timer when I'd get done with work. Before he started, he would be there at like the start of the countdown timer. Where's Beak? I don't know what Beak's up to right now. Dante's hit and miss. He comes in a little bit more often now, but he's got some life stuff going on. Carlos is super busy as a father, obviously. He's got other responsibilities, but he still comes in or messages me here and there. Sends me football clips. But dude, Beak, Pastor Fred. Beak was here, yeah. Yeah, Beak was here. But I haven't seen Pastor Fred in a minute. All the United dudes. All the United dudes are just coming off the depressive season. The Master Rager. Footmaster, wait a sec. Do we think Footmaster is now an adult? No shot, Footmaster is an adult already, right? You'd be like 12. Oh, was he like super young? Was he like 8? That would be good for society. I'm just trying to think of like someone doing a job interview with Footmaster. Yeah, Footmaster would be great at rage bait. Been here for years as well. Previously as Autolicious, just chatting up and watching you bid on Live Said Bronzes. Dude, it's crazy how we haven't really changed over the years. You do relatively like the same stuff. The grind just changes a different little bit each time. But Libs and Suds have always been a part of it. The guy that's going through stuff right now, you'll get past it. Us as a community, we're here for you, brother. Amen, dude. I appreciate that, Timon. Yeah. Sorry. Honestly, you should add Quintero in your FC25 squad. Dude, I was debating having, like, for the Sunderland transfer rumors, starting to get them as Evos, since we've Evo'd most people. You know? Start getting new names in there. Dude, that Biscoff Evo would be crazy, man. One second, guys. Alright, we're good. I appreciate you guys. I'm good. Sorry. Over the years, I feel like our community has had so many, I don't even know how to say it. Like, I think back to like 6, 7 years ago, because we've been doing this for almost 10 years now. We had a period where we played Call of Duty for many years. And in the process of kind of Call of Duty, not necessarily falling off, but not knowing what we're going to play next, we switched games for a period of time. and we played. What was the battle royale before Fortnite? That was big. That Ninja played. Was it PUBG? H1Z1? I think it was H1Z1. So we had H1Z1 that we were playing. I remember at the time we had a huge growth through Black Ops 3. And like the thoughts in my head were, oh gosh, like what's viewership going to be like? What's streaming going to be like when we play a different game? Because at the time it's like, hey, you're trying to grow. At the time I wanted it to be like my full-time job. Enjoyed the community aspect, but that was like the thought in my head. Through playing that, there was someone who was watching the streams in the background, would never really type. And all of a sudden, we got a huge donation. It was like $100. It was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And I had a thought in that, where it was like, oh, this person really enjoys like me playing H1Z1. Maybe like if we continue to play this game, this could be like our main game. We'll see. I didn't really enjoy it that much, but like it was fun to play at the time. And like I really enjoyed the community aspect of just kind of chilling with people in chat. Raged a ton, but you know, you're just chilling with the people in chat. Fast forward to kind of later in the stream, we get another huge donation from the same person. This was like 3 or 4 big donations. Kept coming and coming and coming. And it turned out to be a person in our community who, before then, really never said much in chat ever. She was in her 40s, I believe. So we talk about how young our community is, or people think it's young because of the wild stuff some people say in chat. But she was a 40-ish year old woman who was dying of cancer. And she didn't have any family to kind of spend the last part of her life with. I don't know how she came across our stream, but she did. And like our community was kind of the last place she had before she passed away. Sorry, I'll continue in a second. But I say that is not a just a thing that we're having these deep conversations, but I truly say that because although she was entertained by me to a certain extent, it was the community we built, the people who hang out. That made her enjoy being there every single day, for the limited time she had left. On top of that, whether we played Call of Duty, H1Z1, Minecraft, Overwatch for a period of time, FIFA now, there's people you'll never see in chat. Who've sent messages, whether on Discord, Twitter, maybe some names you see in chat right now too. That you would never know we're struggling. And they've told me multiple times. The list is over 10 people at this point over the years who have brought up to me, I won't say names for their privacy, but they were thinking about ending their life. But our community was a place they found and were hanging out and enjoyed enough just to at least give it one more day. So I know we have fun with be able to house these talks and have people like you guys just hang out, take time out of your busy days and lives to be here. And like, those are like the two big things, but like even just this conversation here are things that I just remember throughout the years whenever like I question, is it worth it for me to spend all the time that I do either streaming, creating content? And the thing I keep coming back to is like ultimately it's not about me at the end of the day. It's this community that we've built. So like whether I know I'm super grateful that recently the streams have been popping off more, but ultimately I'm grateful for you guys. So thank you. One second. Alright, so with all that being said, let's go back to spamming packs. Oh. But no, it just sometimes gets to me, man. Like, it's good emotion. It's not nothing negative. But I will be honest, there's some days where it just feels like a heavy weight. You know, when you have times where it's like the game's crappy to play, you don't want to be there. Like, think about how it was before exchanges, what we did on streams. We had times where it's like we would stream once a week. We would just collect packs and then do a big pack opening one day because I didn't feel like there was like any sort of entertainment value I could add. But now it's beautiful because it's like, it's so truly unlimited. We could sit here for however long it takes and just grind packs for the rest of the time. So I'm very appreciative that you guys are not only enjoying this grind, but it's given us something to be able to sit here and kind of chill while interacting with you guys. But yeah, I will never take that for granted, that's for sure. But yeah, it's been roller coaster throughout the years. We've lost people to cancer. We've lost people to suicide. Lose people in and out who don't, you know, watch streams anymore, or they went to have a family and they go do their own thing. You have people who become streamers themselves. Hakeem, thank you, buddy.
Hakeem the Jazz funded £5.
Yeah, man. It's... I appreciate it all. You know, I feel like crying at the moment. Wow, it's such a roller coaster of emotion. It's crazy, dude. Like, you would... In, like, trying to justify it or explain it to someone who hasn't been a part of streaming communities is an extremely difficult thing to, like, understand. Because it's like... How do you explain to someone or get them to understand? It's like, hey... A person who literally doesn't have much time left in this world, essentially on their deathbed, dying of cancer, has found community through a video game online with people that they'll never meet in person in their life and can just relax and have a good time for whatever they have left. Like, it's hard to explain. It's hard to process that. Or like people who can't even understand playing video games, let alone watching someone else play a video game. And I do the air quotes because people make fun of me all the time for not actually playing the game and just chilling on the menus. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Can't lie, I've been in that boat before. I've been able to get through it because of you guys and everyone around me. I'm a police officer in Ireland. Your streams helped me through my shift here. Appreciate it, buddy. So what's the price of 86s on the market? I think they're like 1K. I'm not sure. Oh. Dude, why is everything so emotional today, man? Jeez. Thought this was gonna be a chill stream, man. You sucks. I miss my mother, man. To realize what you have lost over the years, you don't realize it until it's too late. Yeah, that's so true. One of the things I've been really grateful for is like how close I am with my family, and two of my really good friends, their dads are still around, but both of them are probably not going to be around too much longer. Both for different health reasons, and that's just also very extremely difficult to see people losing their moms and dads while also feeling like so blessed to like still have mine and the relationship I do with them. So that's something that's, yeah, I'll never take that for granted, that's for sure. Not only like for like family to still be around, but like also like health, how much that's into play too. Like, because you can have people who are still physically alive, but for the rest of their life they seem like a shell of their former self, and that's a very difficult thing to go through too, because it's like you're almost grieving someone before they go, and although you get to maybe spend more time with them, like, what's the quality of time versus the quantity, you know? Yeah, so that's something some of our really close friends are going through right now, and it's super tough, man. Oh, 35? Kaka sucks? Dude, I heard he's crazy. I'll hold the xenophobia jokes for a bit. Alright, I think we're past it, boys. I think we're good now. Yeah, long story short, to wrap it up, I'm super grateful for you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. The feeling goes both ways. When you guys open up and tell me all these like deep things about your life, not only do I feel like blessed to be in a position to be able to read those and have you guys feel comfortable enough to share those struggles with me, it truly does emphasize how much I feel like God has put me in this position to like have this community, and like the times where I have questioned over the years of it's like, oh, why do I still play this game if I don't want streaming to be my job, which I don't want it to be. I like doing this after my work day. How do I justify kind of the time I spend grinding this game and streaming and doing all this stuff? And like ultimately what it comes down to is like you guys at the end of the day. Like I appreciate this community so much that in one shape or another, I feel like we're always going to have this to a certain extent, whether it's videos, whether it's live streaming, whether it's EAFC, whether it's another game. Yeah. Super grateful. I'm an only child to parents who are also only children and have no cousins, uncles, or aunties. LOL, I wish I had family. That's wild, man. What are the, those odds have to be so extremely low. We got Black Ops 6, or a Call of Duty game by choice. Ooh, we got Kuna. Taking a Kuna over 86. I have Black Ops 6, yeah. Is it still worth picking up 85s to sell? Love your streams, by the way. Always look forward to them. Keep up the grind. Thank you, buddy. Let me look at the price of fodder right now, to be honest. I'm assuming 85s are extremely cheap. Question is, do they resell? Cheapest by rating. 85s are $750 for almost all of them. And then 86s, most are around $1,000. So, probably worth it for the 86s more than the 85s. Oh, do you remember Gamer Fan by chance? The name sounds familiar. We probably need more context of like when the person is in here, stuff like that. Dude, I don't know why I took Akuna. I'm not even doing League SBCs right now, and I'm automatically gonna submit him again at some point, accidentally. All right, we have to go to PS4 now. Yeah, I sent you a picture on PlayStation a couple days ago. By the way, that's actually me, LOL. Oh, for PlayStation? Gotcha. So it's not someone in chat, it's your PlayStation name? Alright, back to PS4. Dude, I don't know why I downloaded Siege. The new Siege thing came out. I never really played Siege before that. I think I played like 2 total games before that. For some reason. I downloaded it. I haven't played it yet. But still there. Still there. I'm just chilling. Bronze rares are even more expensive now, by the way. BPM is very live. How much do bronze rares go for? And did we get like a new icon or something and that's the reason why? Or is it just lack of people opening up bronze packs? Dude, who is the, you know the bronze card of the dude who's extremely tall? Who everyone wants to use for Evos? He's supposedly not going to be in the game next year. Huddersfield released him. Oh, we got Del Piero? Yeah, Hudlin. Yes. Unless someone signs him, he is technically right now not going to be in the game. So anyone who has Hudlin PTSD throughout the years, whatever Evo you played against, might not be around next year. Oh, yeah, Baggio? Oh, okay. So next year, I'm thinking, I like the fact that we have a Sunderland team. How tall is he? How tall is he, Chad? I can't remember. He's like 6'7" at least? 6'7". Or is he like over 7 feet? I don't know. I love the fact that we have a Sunderland team. He's 6'9". Jeez. I love the fact that we have a Sunderland past and present team. I love that we have like the meta pack pull team. But I feel like we don't really get enough use out of both of them as it is. One of the things I'm going to try for next year is, I think more than a team, like we'll still probably have the Sunderland squad and we'll build that up early as best as we can. But I think instead of just having a team, I think infusing some sort of hybrid with them, but also like trying out new cards, whether it's like we want to do a player SBC. We're going to have Ibra as an icon. I would love to fit Ibra in a team. Eventually, we're going to have like Thiago Silva as an icon or hero, hopefully, when he retires in 10 years. There's going to be a ton of cards like that I feel like we just miss out on that could provide not only additional content and give us a reason to do gameplay, but I think I would thoroughly enjoy too. Because if you look back a few years ago when we do AC Milan teams or USA teams, we got so many players in different promos that we looked even more forward to packing, look forward to using, gave us a reason to put fodder into something. Now it's like we have all the coins. I buy the Evos with coins. I grind the Evos in squad battles, and they just sit there and we look at it. You have a passion team? Like, in my head right now, the way I'm kind of envisioning it is like outside of a full Sunderland squad, I'm thinking of something where we mix in Sunderland players. We have someone like Ibra up top with like a Ross Stewart or something, and we see who can score more header goals, or we set like a challenge for ourselves. First one to score a bike wins. I'd love to get like Dino in a squad, do skill moves with him and Mundle. And like having the bench too. Or we could even do like videos or streams where it's like, all right, it is winter time. Sunderland's on 10 points. Can they escape relegation? They have to go crazy this winter window. Here are 10 realistic cards of players that Sunderland could potentially pick up, and we put them in the squad and we play with that too. So all that to be said, I don't want to be competitive with gameplay. I think I want to make gameplay fun. I was going to say my passion, but I think the stream would get banned. Yeah, maybe they're not saying, buddy. No clue what it is, but Ibra 6'5". Dude, for how big Ibra is, pause. Resume. For how big Ibra is, he's so agile, man. Like, I can't wait to watch Ibra comps once he's an icon with people who never saw Ibra. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we're not putting them in. Watch Ibra comps with people who never watched Ibra play and are like checking him out for the first time because they packed him. And they're like, who is this? Surely he can't be that good if he's from Sweden. Insert just the most insane acrobatic goals. You're a passion team, and it isn't the Sud method. We could do Libs and Suds. Wait, we could do Libs and Suds too. We might have like a rainbow squad of a Lib player, a Sud player, an American player, an AC Milan player, mixed in with my favorite icons, Thiago Silva, In what? What else could we fit in? Someone you guys choose? Dude, where? We had all these commons just chilling in the club and I didn't even realize it. Cherokee. Wait, did Leon get relegated? Is that official, or how long until they, if they fought it, how long until we'd have an answer? Do a lib sub to glory? Dude, I would accidentally submit my lib evos into the like mixed league SBCs so often. That'd be wild. 30-meter overhead volley. You're doing a silver Brazil Evo team? Dude, there's so many things. We could maybe bring back, like... Ooh. Could we react with, like... watching old school FIFA videos? Looking at, like, what was the most... Oh, you know what? We could look at what the most used players were from, like, FIFA 12 to FIFA 15. Something like that. Kind of like how we have the Gervinho, Doumbia, Ibarbo back in FIFA. Like EA did the promo cards for them. We could do that with players already in the game, and we make a squad full of those type of people. Wait, am I... Hold on. I'm going to change my screen real quick. Because he said stuff might not... He was saying stuff in chat, but I don't know. Oh. Oh. Did he just say Sunderland's washed? Dude, Podolski would be a great one. Dude, I'd be scared opening that up. Jeez. Yep, that's me. I guess I didn't know what to expect. Dude, Muriel, you guys remember... We talk about Quintero when it comes to Lib Sud, but do you guys remember Quintero when he was a gold common earlier in his career? Do you guys remember that card? Baller, man. Podolski, baller. Growing up, I played football with two Polish twins. One was a goalkeeper and one was a striker. And we got really close with their family. And I don't know if this is the way all Polish families are, but like if you're really close with them, they essentially adopt you. So like we would go to like family parties with them. Like if it was a family graduation, it'd be like all their family and then we'd show up. And I remember I would like stay the night at their house. And I remember one time I woke up before anyone else. And I went to go have breakfast, and it was me sitting with the Polish grandma who didn't speak any English whatsoever. We just stared at each other while eating breakfast, smiling, just relaxing, hanging out. And I had, like, the corner of my toast, like a little piece that was burnt. I had, like, ripped off my piece of toast and sat on the corner of the plate. Everything else I demolished, ate completely. I had just the littlest piece left. I went to go stand up, and I kid you not, this woman slapped me. Said something in Polish. I don't know what the exact words were, but I knew it was finish your plate. So I sat back down, and I ate that little burnt piece of toast. And she was happy. So, love it. Love it. All that to be said, my point was saying that was, I grew up watching Podolski from like middle school to now, and I remember back when that Polish team was cooking low key. Mumbo Curva. You guys remember Blachikowski? Baller. Absolute baller. Dapdu? God, that's like my ex wants me to play Roblox. I should probably start with the cards that are in my dupe storage. That's probably the smart thing to do. Wondering why I'm running out of packs to make. We're not dealing with that. No, let me get my phone real quick. I gotta figure out what time I'm getting dinner at. Alright, I have probably another maybe half an hour on stream. Never leave food and never reject food. MumboElite offers. Dude, peace check, yes. Dude, why is this taking so long? What is it processing? Alright, I'm going back to look at the 2012 team. Why is it so difficult to find? I'll figure it out later. There'd be so many players I'd want to look up and see if they're still playing in some like Ukrainian 4th division that somehow EA has the rights to and we could use. Wait, bronze rares are 350 coins? Guess who's going to do BPM? BPM in almost July, boys. Crazy. Crazy, dudes. Dude, the amount of 89s we got today is wild. Crazy number. Dude, Lens, yes. Baller. Two years ago, my dad lost his leg due to diabetes complications. Last year, during the last hours of team of the year, my mother took a nasty fall, and since then, she can't walk properly. I had to drop out of uni. Sorry, bud. I'm now unemployed. I'm now on unemployment benefits because I do all the care work and people think I leech on government money. Yeah, people who probably were going to judge you regardless or not care about you probably think that. But the people who actually matter, what their opinion is, probably realize how tough it is what you're going through. Appreciate you for helping out. Rose, what's up, buddy? Plays in the second league of yeah. Dude, no, but going back to, was it Lyon? Is Lyon the team that's getting relegated, potentially? So when would the appeal have a decision by? Because as of right now, they would have to sell a bunch of their players, right? And if they don't sell a bunch of their players to be in League 2... Dude, that sucks for them as a club, but is it bad if my initial thought is, who could Sunderland grab for a fraction of the price? Dude, that's like part of the thing with the past and present. Like, if I could get like Van Aanholt and people like that back into the squad, I'd love that. But also, too, the issue for my Sunderland team for this upcoming game is depending on when in the summer Sunderland makes their signings for, we might actually have a Sunderland team with some decent golds. I don't know if you've seen any of the potential leaks, or not leaks, links. So Sunderland has a sporting director who does heavy recruitment of young talent that they think they can develop and sell on for huge profits. So he finds like all these hidden gems. And then after that, there's a guy who we just hired from Roma, who, when he was at Roma, before that, he worked with Enzo Lefebvre, who's a Sunderland player now. But when Enzo Lefebvre was in League One, he got him to his club. Then when he went to Roma, he got Enzo Lefebvre to go to Roma. And now he's potentially coming to Sunderland as a director of football. And so he has pull with some, not only French players, but League One players. And one of the ones they're looking at, I'm blanking on his name, but he was in Serie A for a while. He was in League One as well, but then their team got relegated from Serie A to Serie B, and he stayed with them. He's a gold card. I'm blanking on his name, though. Let me show you. There he is. This baller. This baller might be coming to Sunderland. Play gameplay or I'm unsubbing? Just give me your login information, Kevin. I'll unsub for you, brother. A discard shapeshifter from the League SBC. I get invited every 2 weeks. I get invited every 2 weeks from the government agency related to the work they try to put me to work, but don't realize I can't work full-time or part-time since situation with my dad is so dynamic. That's the thing that sucks that people don't realize is, like, if you guys have never had to deal with the declining health of a family member, the emotional toll, the financial toll, the time toll it takes to work through that, yeah, it makes it extremely difficult to balance anything else in life, because that is truly like a full-time commitment. Want to do League SBCs, but the prices for Acuna is kind of rough. What I would do is spam exchange packs, and as you get one or two of the gold rare libs or suds, then buy one, because then price won't matter. You're still getting it cheaper than buying all three. Do that over and over. So how I would recommend it is not how we did it the other day where we did 100 League SBC runs. I would do, as you're getting them untradeable, maybe have the 1 teams taken care of. Like have 5 to 10 Eredivisie 1 teams. And then any other Eredivisie golds you get or League 1 golds you get, use those untradeable. So you're only spending upwards of 1,200 coins for that section. Then maybe you have to only buy 1 gold. The rest you can use the silvers for 150, 200. Breaking Paul Pogba to AS Monaco. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place until 2027. Pogba is back, baby. Any Pogba card that comes out, I would love to get too. Someone's making a comment? Yeah, I banned the one of them. Dude, why are the menus taking a poop right now, boys? What's going on? This has happened before, yes. No, don't feel bad. Someone's trolling. No shot. There is a genuinely good chance Sunderland might be signing Angelino, the left back / left wing back from Roma. Oh my gosh. They even have the ballpark fee. It'd mainly be player wages that they'd have to figure out. You know how crazy it is to go from links from people in like the Japanese third division as like a player to invest in for their future to now what we're getting linked with? That's wild, bro. Dude, anyone should go for Almada. If Sunderland could get him, that would be sick. Almada was a baller when he was in the MLS. He's one of those players that, like, people say, like, oh, your career's over when you're in the MLS. Almada was a baller for Atlanta, man. Absolute baller. Hey, you gotta admit, the dedication for some of these people. Beautiful, man. Will they end up higher than Man U? No, Sunderland will most likely still get relegated and be dead last, but that's the expectation. The hope is anything better than that. So, if going in, the playoff winner is expected to get dead last and the least amount of points historically, it's only up from there, baby. Does opening a pack after doing 5 SBCs each time reduce the soft band? I don't know exactly if there's anything that reduces a soft band. I just find that in my head, think of yourself as a bot, right? I know half of you guys might be bots already, but think of you as a bot and EA's trying to ban you. What activities are you doing that might look suspicious? If you're spamming the same pack over and over and over in terms of crafting an SBC, doing it in a very repetitive pattern, that's probably going to be the thing that eventually gets you. Do you think rematch is a game which will die quick? But right now it's one of the most fun. I'm surprised they haven't made it free to play on PlayStation. I know Xbox, it's on what, the Game Pass or something? So people are able to play it. I feel like that would have been a killer game to make free and then give a battle pass for $20 or a skin cosmetic for 20 rather than price the game at like 30. Here we go. $140, baby. Yep, even though it's a huge success, I think it'll easily have done Fortnite launch numbers. Yeah. And eventually it probably will go free, or PlayStation will have it as like a free game, so I'll probably buy it then. Or I'll play it then, but I'm not going to spend the money on it right now. It does look fun, though. We'll see what the game does, though, in terms of supplying content. You see the leaked icons today? EA are so scummy. For the icons we're getting next year? Yes. It looks insane. Were those actual stats, though, or expected? Guesses. Because I see people with 60, 70 pace, and I'm like, oh. So, genuine question. How long into the game cycle of FC26 are we going to have our first Hullet type special card in the sense of all stats are in the 80s? Is that going to be like the ones to watch or like week 2? Because if we're getting icons given to us, if we're getting battle passes, not one of them icons are usable even on day one. You know what, though? I disagree. I disagree. You know what's going to happen? I'm calling it right now. You ready? EA's doing this. Just don't fall for it. EA is going to give you an icon. The icon is not going to be insane. EA is going to give you a paid, whether with coins or FIFA points, Evo that fits it perfectly. We'll have you do the Evo, and the stats will get a little better. Now you just sank 100,000 coins, 250,000 coins, or if you don't have the coins, you bought the Ultimate Edition of the game, you have 6,000 FIFA points or whatever you have there, you're going to use some of those for that Evo, right? To keep that card better. Then what EA is going to do is a few weeks after that, there's going to be another Evo that it fits. So you know what you're going to do? If you haven't already spent all your FIFA points, you're going to load it up again. You're going to go buy that Evo with coins or FIFA points. And if you've done both, go get FIFA points from the store. Because you're going through the battle pass. You're getting some tradable packs. You're getting some decent players. Now you want your first owner icon to get even better, right? We're going to get to the point where the starter icons, there's probably going to be some people that spend $1 million plus coins on throughout the year to upgrade. $50 plus of FIFA points. They'll have like 10 playstyle pluses by the end of the year. It's going to be disgusting, man. I'm not looking forward to it. Run the Foot Market had the best response. He's like, what did he say? He's like, EA reached out to me, asked for 10 ways that I think would make the game better. And like one of the number one things he said is like, don't kill the game off as early as possible by releasing a bunch of insane cards. And we're getting literally icons almost instantly as like a reward. As if the power curve isn't already completely broken. No official stats yet. Only know they are testing Ebro with 84 pace and a new Playstyle Plus. I can't stand Playstyle Pluses, man. They're so stupid. The thing about Playstyle Pluses that make me despise EA for it is it's killed off standard gold players. Gone are the days of like actually using golds or like a starter squad for more than one day. Now it's like you need the promo cards, you need the Evos, because the standard card feels like utter poop. Someone like Iniesta, though, even if Iniesta or Xavi don't have crazy pace, I would still love to use one of their cards and just like sit them in the middle of the pitch and play some crazy balls. Pause. Resume. What is the fair rating for Iniesta? I'm not sure. Depends on how many versions of icons we have, too. That's another thing. What is your Evo icon even worth if EA then re-releases icons in a million different promos that have almost identical stats to the Evo that you already spent hundreds of thousands of coins in just for them to get better playstyle pluses in that one? And those cards are going to be worth like 20k in the market. Like, this year's been bad for many reasons where it feels like it's been going in a more negative direction. I don't think people are ready for how money hungry EA is going to be next year. Now that they're going to full send paid cosmetics as well. Like all the throwback Evos. It's going to be wild, man. Got a double walkout of my 77x5. Rare W. I feel like I get double walkouts like every 15 packs. I love how we've packed Messi and Ronaldo like 10 times today. In zero reaction. Gone are the days where we'd freak out. Yeah, like Zlatan's card, if it's anything like his golds or other promo cards, he's going to feel very, stiff and clunky is a good way to put it. Iniesta used to play left wing in Barcelona side. Yeah, if he has under 80, he'll be clapped. But there's probably going to be a pace Evo, right? Pace Evo to bring his pace up to 85, 87. Would you ever run 2 accounts? I've had 2 accounts in the past years ago. I find having 2 accounts takes away the grind from the individual account. But depending on what we're doing and for what reason, I could justify it. So if we have, let's say, after the first few weeks, I have like 5 million coins, right? and there's a play that I can do that would essentially double my coins if I just held for a week. Do I put all my coins into this investment and then potentially have a second account where we do gameplay or open packs on or grind the menus while we make the coins on the main one? Things like that I could see, but I try as best as I can not to have 2 accounts because I don't like packing stuff on an account I'm never going to use. But who knows? No, see, here's the other thing too. You say Zlatan will definitely be 5-5. I think EA is going to be even more greedy than ever when it comes to promo cards, when it comes to icons and heroes. I think there's going to be a lot of icons and heroes that will never be 5-5. They'll be 4-5 or 5-4. And EA will want you to Evo them to get it to 5-5. Because I don't think it'd be very common for EA to give you 5-5, something with good playstyles, and it be cheap. They're going to put things as a premium. You know what they should do? EA, I'm going to give you an idea that's going to save your game and make me millions of coins off a jumbo gold pack. You should bring back... Remember when we had position modifiers and like cam to center mids were 5k always? And every time you'd open a 5k gold pack, we called it the gold pack method, and it was like the best thing in the world. What EA needs to do is EA needs to make playstyle pluses like a chem style, where they might be extremely rare, but you can get them as a consumable. And they have value to them. And you can put it and apply it to your card to change it. And they could be 10k, 25k. Make them rare. But then make some common. Give us a goalkeeper one. That's like in every jumbo gold pack. That's like 500 coins. You can put that playstyle plus on a goalkeeper. I would love that, man. Absolutely love it. Salah's not a 3-star weak foot player. Frimpong VVD is going to be so ratty. What is Frimpong's rating even going to be? What's Wart's going to be? What? Yeah. There's so many cards that are going to be so ratty. My favorite thing, though, with EA ratings, there's always one card that's insanely high that you didn't ever expect to be as high as it is. And then there's some on there where it's like you look at the rating and it's like, okay, surely EA is holding this card back from dropping. Like, for a while, that was the case with, like, Messi and Ronaldo. It's like, when are we going to see Messi and Ronaldo finally drop? Now it's going to be like, okay, is EA ever going to give us a gold rare under 83 rated for Messi or Ronaldo? Is EA ever going to give us a gold common or a silver rare? Like, remember the final days of Ronaldinho before he retired? Wasn't he an 81 gold rare in Liga de Brazil? I couldn't imagine that, man. Supposedly, Newcastle's going to spend the break a record for the most wages ever given to a player to try to keep Isaac there. But hopefully he leaves to literally any club. Yeah. Again, I think crafting upgrades are superior to player picks for the simple fact that if you're SPC banned, you can just sit there and for hours just open crafting upgrades. What happened to Ben Yedder? That's a good question. What did happen to Ben Yedder? Honestly, they should make a system where you would put Salah on, for example, inside forward in 25 games. Give inside forward plus. I don't like how they have all that, too. I feel like that's ruined as well. The plus games will be plus, make it personalized. Yeah, I don't like the fact that, like, a player can usually play across the front three or play at a certain point of the pitch. But the way the game's made this year is if they don't have the plus or the plus, it's like they do horrific right outside that area. He had grape allegations against him. So is he suspended? Like, where is he? It makes sense if he's suspended why we haven't seen him. He moved to Iran? Ben Yedder is in the nuclear labs. I just skipped Acuna again. What am I doing, man? Obviously, Newcastle fans are right to say keep Isaac, but let's say we get him for 140. Does it not help them massively with PSR? I guess that's the question that teams will eventually have to face is like, if you're even running into the slightest chance of PSR problems, at what point do you sell your potential star players and reinvest accordingly, but also help you with PSR? I'm not sure what that line is. I feel like as much as I can't stand Newcastle, I feel like they're solid enough where even if they only invested a part of that 140 mil, you can get a striker that potentially has room to grow for a decent price with how good their midfield is looking. At least soften up on the soft bands. I feel like he's enriching uranium. That's his version of an Evo. He's upgrading in a lab somewhere. Yeah, dude, everyone's rejecting Newcastle right now. I saw it as well. Put a smile on my face. There's a lot of soft bands that EA has to remove. I think the most logical thing EA has to come across, though, is differentiate bots on like PC versus people trying to be efficient on console. I completely understand if you want to give me a soft band if I'm on the web app and I'm on a web browser, whether it be through Footbin or just the web app in general. If there's people who can set up bots and they can like catch that, I can get that. But in my opinion, there should be no reason if I'm on console engaging with EA's content, doing the exact thing they brought out, and they say repeatable, unlimited. Theoretically, as long as I have the cards, I should be able to make these packs. I think a workaround for that, though, and I think something EA should heavily consider, is my advice when it comes to making them in bulk. So in this section, as we make this, if we have 100 plus golds in the club that fit this, let's say they're all gold rares. It's not a mix of commons or rares. I have 100 gold rares that fit between the max overall rating and the minimum overall. It should give me an option. Would you like to make one or scale it all the way up to max, whatever the max is? So if I have 100 in my club and it needs 5, I can make 20. Maybe have it be like 20, 30 seconds of it loading, but then it makes those and puts them out. Because imagine doing that with player picks. Imagine just spamming exchanges, then having like 30 player picks ready to go at any point in time. That'd be sick. The Atomic Flea Evo. That'd be great. But then that would count as like what? One action, I guess? And then slow it down too, where it's like, okay, you can do other stuff. What I don't like is just the lack of communication or explaining to us what the problem is, especially when they bring us exchanges and stuff like this. Same problem with like the 8510s later in the year. EA's bringing us content that they know we're going to do over and over and over again. It should never be the case that we have to stop the grind for the day because we're soft banned and everything. It should be the case that we run out of stuff. And if that's the case that they don't want us to go unlimited, don't make it unlimited then. Limit us to 500 a week, 1,000 a week, 100 a day. Do something like that where the average person's going to get nowhere near that. But if you're someone who grinds the menus, I can do 100 of each exchange, but I know the trade-off is I'm not going to get soft banned. I'm going to max out every single one and set that challenge for myself. And then save up the other stuff for the next day. If I've already done 100 of the 85s, I'm going to save those up for the next day. I'm going to focus on the 86s. Cisco and Zubi isn't enough. Arsenal Prem window might be over. I'm curious to see what other big names go to the Prem. Gyökeres announced he's officially not going to be at the club anymore. So he's leaving Sporting. Most likely what? Making a Prem move? How much is he realistically? if Sporting has to field offers now, there's probably a little bit more pressure. It's still early enough in the window where they can hold out for a decent fee. But realistically, they're probably going to have some sort of minimum, if struck, someone can buy. Wonder where Ozyman will go. I think Ozyman's staying, right? I thought he was 60, but they want 80. I guarantee you it's going to be like 60 to 65 with some realistic add-ons and other non-realistic ones to get the price up. Like if he goes to like a city, if he goes to like, I don't know, Liverpool, there's probably going to be a clause in there, another 10 mil if they win the league. Okay. Liverpool would happily pay that. Thought he was going to United. I think he got... United reached out, and I think he laughed in their face when they came to meet with him. I think he sat down for a meeting for personal terms just to laugh at them. Dude, you know who's looking fire? Galatasaray is looking decent. You know what team I'm thinking is going to do insane? And will be really fun to watch in Europe? Who slowly have been building a insane quality squad. I'll give you a hint. It's not in the Prem. Nope. Top 5 league still. Top 5 league. I mean, their team was already good if they won the league. Napoli, yep. Napoli is continuing to build. They look absolutely wild. Did you see Barca sign the football manager wonder kid, though? For like 2 mil? Oh, back to back. Let's go. 86 exchange, boys. That's a double 89 plus as well. Yep, Rooney. What 86 exchanges do you have right now? Just a few, I think. I have to get back into recycling all my stuff. I have a crap ton of exchanges I still need to make. Does Gooden usually drop on Friday? I have to check his price better and track it better. I've noticed around new content, like the hour before and the hour after is when he's relatively cheapest. But relative is important because some days cheap is 1,300. Other days cheap is 2,500. What I might do though, and what I would encourage everyone to do, if you have at least like 500K and you want to do League SBCs while doing unlimited packs, I would start buying him out in bulk anytime he's under 2K. Ledesma 2, Cotes, all them. Chuck 30 of each on your transfer list. Get as close to 100 on your transfer list as possible. And just have them there. If they were down, you got them for cheaper. You can do the SBC. If they raise like crazy, you can either use those for cheaper versus what he is now. Or what I would do is if he gets to like 5K plus and you can lazy list and get crazy sales, do that as well as part of it. It's obvious Nunez scores past us in a Champions League game. Dude, that would be wild to see Nunez start balling out. Gante's taking something. Say rivals and squad battles rewards. Yeah, that too. All that being said, there's a ton of opportunities to get them for cheaper than they are. But like I said, if you're grinding exchanges enough, regardless of the type of exchanges, you pack a ton of the cards across the way. If you're doing the crafting upgrades, you'll see Moreno, which is the 77 rated gold rare sud, so often. You need a Tanaka after a 400 mil window might kill me. That would be the craziest story that I could 100% see happening. If I had any luck yet, not really. Yo, Antonio, thank you for the sub, buddy. Appreciate you, dude. We'll get Real Madrid to watch next season. Why did I not go from lowest to highest? That would have instantly gotten that done. Storage, all, gold, take off, specials, yes. Ignore, newest. Liverpool and Real Madrid is money, so it'll happen. I can't wait for club football to come back, man. I don't consider Club World Cup to be club football in the sense of club football season. It is technically still club football and is fun to watch in its own right. But I can't wait for like the Prem to start back up. The Cups to start back up. Beginning stages of Champions League, Europa. I feel like this year, call me crazy, I'm telling you right now, City is going to be different this year. City is going to play with flair for the first time in ages, and it's going to be beautiful to watch. Not a City fan by any means, but that left side of the pitch looks like they are going to do numbers. Skill moves every single game. Might as well be pivotal in the City squad. Yep. Dude, who's the Wolves player they signed? Is his name Nuri? I was watching some clips from him. Bro was doing like 5-star skill moves up and down the pitch. Cherokee probably coming off the bench. I already know. Cherokee free kick against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. Off the post and in. 67th minute. Parlay that right now. Add it to our existing parlay from the other day. New team, so it'll take a year like Nora. Here's the thing, though. It's a new team, which I think is a better thing for City. If it was the same City team, I think you play the same system more often than not. With new players in the new team, I think they have enough freedom to potentially change how it operates. Whether that happens all the time or at least part of the time will be interesting to see. But I do not see, if it is Nuri, I don't know what the guy's name is, Nuri and Cherokee becoming robots. Yeah, the left back who attacks. I don't know if he can't defend. I haven't seen him defend ever. I just see clips of him getting up. Good, he's gone extremely overrated because people just want Shannon words. I don't think that's the case. I don't think he's extremely overrated. I think he's been a player that obviously is very talented when it comes to his skill. And for the price that City got him, everyone was like, how has no one else picked him up for this price? How is it taking this long? I think there's a lot of expectations set on him, but I think that comes from a place of give him time. I think he'll ball out. I think it's going to be sooner than later, too. He'll be Brexit tackled every game. Can we bring back Brexit challenges? Can we bring back center backs that stand up for their teammates when they get tackled? Can we bring back fights? Not necessarily like choking people out or punching them in the face, but can we like bring back shoving? Like if Cherokee gets footed, can the center backs just come and push someone over? Can there be Brexit for Brexit? If you get your ankles taken out, next play it's the same thing. Game has gone extremely soft. Needs revival, man. Can we bring back bullying ascendants? I'm not saying bullying, but could Luis Suarez bite another player? I feel like I'm not asking for much. Stop. I'm sorry. Gattuso Keen. Yeah, literally. Frimpong is good. I saw someone that was like, what I would do to... Was it Gerrard and Salah? What I would do to see Gerrard and Salah on the pitch at the same time together. And then someone quote tweeted it with the Gerrard slip with Salah in the background when he played for Chelsea. You know, you're entering the World Cup 26. How's that going to work? I am so excited. I hope not only do they make the tournament, because I think, they already qualified. I hope they get in the group stage with the United States. Israel's going to get in through qualifying. Russia's going to get in. It's going to be a group of death. The United States, Israel, Russia. And we're going to have Iran. Dude, World Cup 22, that was a good matchup, England, Iran. Need to fluke the ways into the quarter, please. It'll be interesting for sure. What I'm really scared about is the fact that it doesn't seem like the United States really... I think part of it is with the Club World Cup, you have a lot of players playing for their club, so they didn't come to training camp, or they weren't going to be a part of the squad for the Gold Cups and stuff like that. But because of that, you have a lot of other players that also sat out. So the United States team that's playing right now is very few of the players that will most likely be in the World Cup squad. There's only so many times throughout the calendar year you're going to have that squad together before next summer. It's going to be here before you know it. It'd be a banging final. I could see it going nuclear. It's going to do numbers, man. See them going to extra time. The United States is going to be doing the national anthem. There's a B-2 bomber going over the top of the stadium. Just scanning. Actually, you wouldn't see the B-2 bomber. It'd be all the way up there. You have a jet doing a run over. Would the Supreme Leader be at the game, do you think? Trump gives them an invite. Box seats. But doesn't tell them what kind of box. Skelly versus Yamal, World Cup 26 will be there. Will Skelly be there? Does he know about this? Does England know about this? He's easily the starting left back for England. You don't want a 42-year-old Luke Shaw. A 400-pound, 37-year-old Luke Shaw. Why not? Southgate is gone, so no more 16 right left backs, mate. Saka got that left back spot unlocked for now. This guy is easily England's best left back at the moment. Luke Shaw is an unk, obese and always injured. Hall is always injured too. Hear me out. They play no left back or right back. Play out back three with Maguire in the middle of it. Henderson starting 26. You know what's going to be crazy? Henderson winning a World Cup with England while also being the captain of Sunderland and winning them the Premier League in the same year. It's going to be wild, man. England's going to have Japan in the group stages as well. Hendo versus Sendo. We're there for it. Sunderland player in the World Cup squad potentially. Dude, the crazy thing is, some of these links, without Evos, let me show you how Sunderland might be lining up. Ready for this one? He might go to Leeds. That's wild seeing the Zaha card. Let's see. Realistically, who could Sunderland get? Who could they snatch up? They were already going after a car before that all happened. Dude, Orban, man. Orban was a baller. Orban was linked to Sunderland on deadline day last summer for 15 mil. We're like, gift Orban, 15 mil. I think he turned it down then. Now's gonna be dope too. Strong link delivery. Dude, they could literally rebuild that squad. Was it 2022? Where's my king? Where's my king? There he is. Amdullah Ba, baby. Get him. But no, they could rebuild the Lorient squad. Dude, Kroupy, man. This would be the one current Lorient player that I would really want Sunderland to go for. But I don't think that would happen. Who knows? You'll have Enzo Lefebvre. Oh my gosh, you have Enzo Lefebvre there. This is the potential squad. I think in order of realistic signings, already Lefebvre. This seems very, not close to happening, but it seems like the player's extremely for it. Merlin was in the U21 or U23 England versus, was it Denmark game? Him and Biscoff both scored. Both of them are Sunderland targets. Hendo, that'd be romantic for him to come back, whether he does or not. Carr, we're already linked to. Abdullah Baz returning from loan. Abdullah Baz will be a Premier League player. Grippy would be sick. Angelino, I would not believe until Fabrizio either tweeted it or I saw him holding up a Sunderland kit. But that'd be insane, man. So it's like, Sunderland could spend smartly, but have also crazy links because of their League One resources, Serie A resources. You get crazy, man. Leeds will be an interesting one too. Leeds has a lot of money. My voice just completely cracked there. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who they sign. Any last things, dudes? I'm gonna get ready for dinner. Thank you guys for chilling. If you did enjoy, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Reminder, Wednesday will be the last stream for me until Sunday. I will be gone Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll most likely be back sometime after new content on Sunday. Whether or not we stream on Sunday is another question. But I will be grinding off stream. Don't you worry. I'll be spamming exchange packs. He's getting drafted? Yeah, I might get drafted, boys. Nah, I'm an unk now. I'm 27, boys. The 18-year-old's got to go first. Y'all roasting me about my age. This is the one time it works for me. They traded Giroud in the morning for a good young player, but now KP for pennies. The NBA is crazy, man. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for chilling today. God bless. Appreciate you guys. 20 to 26, you've escaped. Time to go to the retirement home. Yes, sir. All right, appreciate you guys. Love you. Thank you for chilling today. Awesome first part of the stream as well. Again, appreciate you guys so much. Feeling goes both ways. I know you guys say that to me a lot. Really appreciate you guys back. Truly is a community here that I love to be a part of. Appreciate you, dudes.